Hi everyone, my name is Jenny. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do some vocal warm-up techniques. Before I begin, just to tell you a little bit about myself, I love to sing. I sing melodies and harmonies with my friends. I also play guitar and mandolin, and I actually have my mandolin right next to me if you want to see. So I sing in Ruth and the Stones, which is an all-woman country band. We do a lot of vocal harmonies, which are really fun to do. And I also sing with the Honky Tonk Tuesday group at the Block House. I often play with my friends just casually, if not on stage, since we haven't been able to do that during quarantine. So in doing vocal warm-up techniques, this is something that you can do anytime. Anytime you're about to sing, hopefully it becomes part of your routine for healthy singing. So today we're going to talk about 3 things. Number 1, good posture while you sing. Good posture will help support your ability to, sing out and carry a note, as well as breathing techniques, which kind of go hand in hand with posture. We're going to do a few different breathing techniques so that you can strengthen your diaphragm and sort of open your airways. And the third thing we're going to do today is try out a few sort of more vocal techniques that will improve your tone and hopefully expand on your ability to sing higher notes or lower notes. This will be a short video, and there are a lot of different ways you can do vocal techniques. So I'm just going to show you a few that work for me, and hopefully you'll find something that works for you. And I don't want these to seem like a chore that you have to do every time you sing, but ideally you'll find that these techniques will help you just practice better, healthier singing. You won't be straining your voice or kind of singing kind of out of a slouch, right? You want to be practicing these techniques so that they become routine for you. So before we begin, if you're watching this from home, either on a computer or a cell phone or something like that, you might be sitting down. So if you choose to sit, which I encourage you to stand if you can find a good space in your home to stand up and practice these with me, that would be ideal, but otherwise you can definitely sit while doing this. So the first thing I'm going to show you is proper sitting technique. So I'm in a chair currently, so I'm going to turn it slightly so that you can see a little better how I'm doing this. So if you're going to be practicing healthy singing while sitting, first thing you want to think about are your feet. Now your feet should be flat on the ground and slightly spaced apart, not too far apart, but comfortably. You don't want to be crossing your legs or, crossing at the ankles or leaning back too much. You want your feet to be flat on the ground like this. Next, you want your back to be straight as you can get it, but not too much that it's stressful or it hurts to sit like that. You want to be comfortable, and you want to give your lungs the most opportunity to open and hold the air inside you as you sing and sustain a note. So with that in mind, roll your shoulders back with me. Just roll it back a few times, because that will help sort of open your body up for singing. You can also imagine a string coming out of the top of your head to just like pull you up slightly, so that when you sing, you have, your muscles are activated in your core, because that's very important for bringing air into your body. Your diaphragm pulls the air in when you breathe in. So you want to make sure that there's enough space there that you can practice all of these healthy ways of singing. You don't want to be slouched. You don't want to, be leaning back too far, because you want your airways to be open. So that is the first thing I'd like to teach you, is sitting properly while singing. Next, I'd like to show you how to have good posture while standing and singing. So similar to when we were sitting down, you want to ensure that your body is standing straight, comfortably, not overexerting yourself in any way that would cause stress on your neck or your back. But just imagine again that string is pulling your head, straight through your spine. Roll your shoulders back if you ever feel that you need a little reminder of that. And you want to make sure that your feet are about this far apart, right? So that you make sure that your weight is distributed evenly and you have enough power to stand and sing out. So with these breathing activities, we're going to be breathing in the air, strengthening our core muscle, which is this diaphragm that inflates your lungs for you, and be able to sing out the way that the pros do. You know, when you see a singer, you might not realize just how much physical activity goes into that practice. But in order to sustain a note and make sure that it sounds good all the way through until you're done singing it, that takes a lot of breath power. So these practices will help you sort of recognize that in your own body when you sing. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to breathe in for a count of 8. We're going to hold that breath for a count of 8, and then we're going to breathe back out. So exhale that breath for a count of 10. And while you're doing this, be mindful of it. You might mess up here and there. You might get caught off guard. I sure definitely do. But while you're doing it, just know that this is a way for evening your breath. And that's good. That's learning how to breathe properly. So while we do it, I'm going to keep count. And if you feel uncomfortable at any point doing this, please take a break and jump back in when you feel comfortable. So I encourage you to try this with me. So breathe in for a count of 8, hold, and breathe out for 10. Ready? Good job. Let's do it one more time if that felt comfortable for you. Okay, just relax your body. Roll your shoulders back. Breathe in. Hold. And out. Great job. So this next breathing exercise is going to be a variation on what we just did. I want you to imagine that you are a basketball or a volleyball or another inflated ball that you prefer to imagine yourself as. But what happens when they get punctured? They don't just pop or explode like a balloon. Instead, they leak, right? And they make like a sound when they leak. So that's sort of what we're going to do with this next practice. We're going to breathe in for 8, hold for 8, and then out for 10, okay? I don't want you to go on forever because I don't want anybody passing out of losing oxygen or anything like that. So we're going to just focus though on sustaining that S sound, okay? So you don't want to be going or until you run out. This will indicate to you sort of where you're at with how you're able to sustain your breath as you sing out. Okay? So let's give it a shot. We're gonna breathe in for 8, hold for 8, and for 10. And make sure it's nice and even. Here we go. All right, everybody good? You wanna try it one more time? Okay, here we go. Great job. So the last warm-up technique I would like to show you is actually singing scales and doing different playful techniques to help warm your vocal cords up for singing. So just like when we were talking about posture and breathing, all of these things incorporate good singing form. I don't want these to feel like a chore that you have to do before you sing every time. Rather, these can get really playful. And if you think about artists who have creative ways of coming up with melody lines for their songs, often they reflect vocal techniques that you might be trying out here. So I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can be manipulating your voice. So I'm going to start by explaining that there's a way of visualizing how your voice works. There's the chest voice and the head voice. And so when you sing, maybe you're singing in a lower register. So it kind of comes out sounding a little more powerful sometimes. Sounds more like your talking voice when you sing lower, like a la 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 la. That would be characterized as your chest voice. But then when you start hitting those higher notes, it sounds like the sound kind of remains in your head space, and often that could use some work for a lot of singers to make sure that your chest voice and your head voice are equally strong. And so when you sing up high, la 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 la, you can kind of hear it's breathier. That's your head voice. So when we do some scales together, we're going to find that the register will transition from your lower register to your head voice register. So I think let's start by doing some vocal kind of throws. So with me, good posture. Breathe in, and then I want you to hit the highest note that you can on your way out. Ready? Let's do it again. Just really picture it coming through your windpipe and out. If your voice cracks, that's okay. That's okay. Mine cracks all the time, but it's something that you learn to control actually once you've practiced enough. Again. Good. Okay, that's just warming up that head voice register. So I'm going to kind of run a few lines with you. We're going to work out some vowel sounds as well as consonants to sort of wake up your voice. So we're going to do, we're going to start with ooh, all right? Ooh. Checking as I go. I'm not as good as the keyboard as other instruments, but so we're going up the scale. Now that we've done ooh, let's open it up a little further and go with ooh, oh, oh, and you can feel your mouth sort of opening up in the back, right? Voice cracked, that is my voice trying to shift into this upper register. So this is good, but I'm warming up, right? One more. It gets a little high from there. So let's do that again, but this time let's try out another vowel sound and maybe add a consonant to it, right? So let's do ah this time, like an A, ah sound, but with, I don't know, let's do pa, P-A, pa. Pa, 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 pa. Pa, 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 pa. Pa, 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 pa pa pa. Pa 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 pa. Let's switch to cha, C-H-A. Cha 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 cha. 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 Woo, good job. Okay, you know what else you can do with this though? You can put in your own word that you want to do when you're trying to warm up. So, for example, meow 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 meow. 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 See? Even meow is kind of a good one. It just like wakes up your lips a little better. Yeah, so I just want you to, when you're doing vocal warm-ups, have fun with it. Practice good posture, practice good breathing, and play around with words, and you can even make up lyrics to these sorts of things too. So thank you for participating in this with me. I had a lot of fun, and I hope to see you around soon. So I wanted to leave you with one more tip. If you ever feel like you have overexerted your voice, either you sang too much or you were running around screaming outside because it's the summer, just remember to take care of your voice by having a little mug of tea with a whole lot of honey. It will help soothe your throat and you'll start to feel better soon. So thanks again.